welcome to this edition of Month in Review. I'm Petty Officer Houston Waters. In tonight's newscast, we're going to recap the top stories from November as we highlight the accomplishments of sailors and commands operating here in Fleet Activity Sasebo. Our top story tonight: every year one sailor is selected by their command for Sailor of the Year. Petty Officer Eric Moore attended the ceremony and has the story.
Today we will announce the 2011 Senior Sailor, Sailor, and Junior Sailor of the Year.
Fleet Activity Sasebo's Sailor of the Year is Personnel Specialist First Class Ronaldo Duran. He says that receiving the honor takes more than just doing a good job at work.
It'll be hard work, dedications, more involvement, not just internally within the department or detachment, but throughout CFAS community.
Honor, dedication, and hard work is what it takes to become Sailor of the Year.
The type of sailor it takes to be Sailor of the Year is a sailor who is motivated in the performance of their duty, dedicated to their job, the Navy and air country.
Receiving Sailor of the Year not only reflects positively on the individual, but the Navy as a whole. Petty Officer Eric Moore, Sasebo, Japan.
Petty Officer Ronaldo Duran will participate in a Navy-wide competition to become the U.S. Navy Sailor of the Year. When host country nationals and U.S. service members come together, both sides learn a great deal from each other. Petty Officer John Wagner went to USS Tortuga to tell the story of Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force visiting the ship.
Senior enlisted members of the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force visited Fleet Activity Sasebo's waterfront for a tour on USS Tortuga.
I think it's important so they can get an understanding of, how we do business, and we can build a relationship, and also how we conduct ourselves as a Navy.
During the tour, sailors aboard USS Tortuga showed the soldiers various parts of the ship and the significance behind them.
I thought it is interesting that the U.S. ships contains a lot of very big equipment.
To end their time on the ship, the JGSDF soldiers took a photo on the flight deck with the ship's Command Master Chief, Petty Officer John Wagner, Sasebo, Japan.
There were 25 E-7 through E-9s from JGSDF that toured USS Tortuga. Being stationed overseas gives sailors and dependents the unique opportunity to take part in cultural activities. Petty Officer Sean Linehan went to a martial arts temple where he met CFAS personnel learning the art of judo.
Sailors and dependents at Fleet Activity Sasebo have a chance to learn martial arts while experiencing the culture. The Budokan Martial Arts Temple in Sasebo City is open to anyone who wants to learn.
First thing is close to the base, and they're more into teaching than actual, not business.
The Japanese locals and Americans come together to learn mixed martial arts.
Tell my friends, if you like fighting, come here, try it out. If you like new experiences talking in Japanese, if you want to practice your Japanese, come here,
With cultural events like this one, sailors get to maintain a healthy lifestyle while learning about another's culture at the same time. Petty Officer Sean Linehan, Sasebo, Japan.
The Budokan offers a variety of mixed martial arts. Veterans Day is an American tradition that dates back nearly a century. Children at Sasebo Elementary held a choir concert to honor service members this Veterans Day. I attended the concert and have the story about this time-honored tradition. Looking for a unique way to celebrate this year's Veterans Day, the Sasebo Elementary Choir performed a concert to honor service members, both past and present.
We wanted to honor our veterans, so we thought this would be a great way to do this, to invite the community and have them participate and celebrate Veterans Day.
Living on a Navy installation, the students here often forget how special it is to serve in the United States military.
It's been an education for them to have a greater understanding that, yes, we do have freedom and liberty, but it came at a great cost.
With the Veterans Day concert coming to a close, the students of Sasebo Elementary remind everyone of the high cost of freedom and the sacrifice that comes with military service. Petty Officer Houston Waters, Sasebo, Japan. This year was the first year that Sasebo Elementary has put on a concert to honor Veterans Day. The relationship between Fleet Activity Sasebo and the city of Sasebo is a strong one. Petty Officer Derek Allen takes us to one event that kept that relationship running strong.
Members of Fleet Activity Sasebo and Japanese nationals participated in the first ever Nagasaki International Marathon in 10K in Hostenbosch. A portion of the race included a pathway through base housing. Finishing what some could only dream, crossing the finish line not only was an accomplishment shared by the CFAS community, but an historical moment they will always have together.
Well, I think, there's so many people from the United States here in Sasebo and Nagasaki that anytime we can come together in an event like running where it's healthy and happy and it makes people excited, it helps bridge the gap.
Petty Officer Derek Allen, Sasebo, Japan.
More than 6,000 runners participated in the event. USO, First and Second Class Petty Officer Associations, and the Hario Girl Scouts came together to bring home cooking to the local community. Petty Officer Derek Allen attended the evening meal and tells us how a little Southern food brings people together.
It's a small kitchen, an average public dining area, but this won't stop the Sasebo community from making it a full house.
Everybody's welcome. How you need? What you need? You want baked chicken? You want fried chicken? You want fried chicken? You want baked chicken?
Fleet Activity Sasebo's Soul Food Night, hosted by USO, was intended to bring the community together.
For a lot of sailors out here, they may have grown up with food like this, but they may not know how to make it themselves. And it just warms your heart when somebody makes you a special home-cooked meal like this.
Soul Food Night would not have happened without CFAS's support.
Definitely want to thank First Class and Second Class Associations and the Hario Girl Scouts. I could not have made this happen all by myself.
As the event ended, USO and the supporting groups can say, mission accomplished. Petty Officer Derek Allen, Sasebo, Japan.
The USO's next community event will take place in December. Now that the holiday season is upon us, when will the weather become colder? Let's take a look at your local weather forecast.
Here's your 3-day weather forecast and your local exchange rate for the Sasebo area.
For families stationed overseas, it can be difficult to find activities that cater to young children. The Navy understands this and has developed numerous organizations designed to bring fun and entertainment to bases around the world. I attended a concert at Hario Village Theater and saw a band that plays for kids. The Dirty Socks are more than just a little unconventional. Their full name is the Dirty Sock Funtime Band, and they're on an overseas tour with MWR and Navy Entertainment. The tour brought the band to Sasebo, where they put on a free concert and signed autographs.
It's incredible to travel overseas and just bring the kids that are here an opportunity to jump around, dance, and go crazy.
The tour is a way for the band to show their appreciation for service members stationed overseas.
We'd like to just say thank you to all of the troops and all the servicemen and women out here and everyone who's, at MWR. Really do know that we think about you at home. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
The Dirty Socks will continue to express their gratitude by playing concerts at military installations across the Pacific. Petty Officer Houston Waters, Sasebo, Japan. Other stops on the Sox tour of the Pacific include shows throughout Japan. And that does it for this edition of Month in Review. Tune in next Thursday at the same time for AFN Sasebo's monthly travel program, Kyushu Explorer. If you'd like to see more of our stories, you can follow us on YouTube at AFN Sasebo Japan, or like us on Facebook and have the news delivered to you. We would also like to congratulate the members of the CFAS community who were promoted to first, second, and third class Petty Officer. I'm Petty Officer Houston Waters, and from all of us here, thank you for watching, and have a great evening and a happy Thanksgiving.